Welcome once again back to the lab. It is your old Professor Pilk, and if this is your first time here, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you guys enjoy the series, make sure you hit that like button. Let's jump in. Fair warning to those of you guys that watched my last couple, there have not been any codes added since, I want to say like August, maybe July. So if you've already got those codes, I don't think there's anything in here new, and I do apologize, but I think we're pretty much, aware that they're getting ready to do kind of the last throws of the game, and then we're going to be getting into Legend Z Alpha news here pretty soon. But if you haven't collected those codes, follow along. I'll make this real quick and easy for you. Our first code today is 909 Team Up 06. This is for Roy's Fuecoco. Now, my first apology here, guys. We do not have the Sprigatito code anymore. That actually expired at the end of the last month. So if you do not have a Sprigatito, I do have an option for you. Now, if you have Pokemon Home, or if you download Pokemon Home or whatever, it is completely free. You can acquire that. Once you sync Pokemon Scarlet or Violet to Pokemon Home, you will get all three starters. But this code will give you a Fuecoco. Likewise, the code DOT's first partner, it is .1st partner, will give you a Quaxly. You can still get a Quaxly by syncing to Pokemon Home, but each one of these are going to have an original trainer that kind of corresponds with the anime. So they are kind of nice and interesting to have. Okay, we'll go ahead and acquire our Quaxly right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Kind of nice. Just unfortunately, that Sprigatito has already timed out. Now, I do want to add here that Quaxly times out in November, and Fuecoco times out at the end of January. So time is kind of growing short on Quaxly. You have about a month and a half to acquire him. Fuecoco still has a bit of time left, but you really don't want to waste any time. You want to get these ASAP. Our next code is Yasobi Biribiri. Now, this is a Pwammet that you can acquire that is, once again, from the anime. All first five of these codes are going to be for Pokemon that you can acquire pretty easily. This is just a standard Yasobi. It's not too standard Pwammet. It's not too crazy. It just happens to be from the anime. This one is good until February 28th of this year. So go ahead and acquire that. Not a crisis, but once again, you don't want to sleep on these. Our next code is See You in Paldea. Now, once again, all these codes are going to be up above for your convenience so that you can acquire these pretty quickly, pretty easily. And I will make sure that the spellings are right up there. I did mess that up last month, and I do apologize for that, guys. But See You in Paldea, you will be able to acquire a Gimmighoul. So, pretty nice that. I know they're all over the map. They're around, but it is nice that we are getting these extra, Giftmon pretty much just for logging in. Like, you don't have to go spend a bunch of Pokeballs or whatever to acquire these. These are just attainable in the core game. So, pretty nice that. Our next code up is going to be Teamstar. Now, Teamstar is going to give you a Reverum. Once again, it's not a super important Reverum. It's not like special in any way, that at least that I'm aware of. But it is reminiscent of the Reverum that you do kind of face towards the end of each Teamstar battle. And it is kind of nice. Now, Gimmighoul will be here until November 30th as well. And the Reverum actually times out at the end of this month. So this is your last opportunity to get Reverum. If you do not acquire Reverum, you're really running out of time. He's not shiny. He's not super special. Would have been really cool had they done that. But, it just is what it is. Still, get him while he's here. It's a free mon. Why not? Now, at this point, we got to get up into some items. We've already acquired all of the actual Pokemon that we can acquire. Now we are going to go after some Quick Balls. I think it's been a while since I acquired these. I think this is 30 Quick Balls. But the code is literally just Gotcha Pokemon. Pretty much, makes a lot of sense. I personally really like Quick Balls. I think they're fantastic. They're one of my favorite balls in the game. So my legendaries are actually in Quick Balls, which is really super nice. But go ahead and acquire that. Gotcha Pokemon is the code. It's up above. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. That one times out on February 28th as well. Our next code is for another item. It's actually a really nice item. That is the Expert Belt. Expert Belt is, the code is super effective. You can just, like I said, type it in just like you see above. These things are all in Leet speak, essentially. So, certain words are replaced with numbers. It's just a thing, guys. But that one is also available until February 28th of this year, so make sure you guys type that in, get that. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward stuff. We've got two more things up for grabs, and they are both kind of clothing items. Well, sort of clothing items. This first one is a Rodm case for your Rodm phone. It is Neo. It's the Neo Katami Rodm phone case. And I don't actually think you have to have the DLC to acquire it. I don't know that for certain, but you know, if you don't have the DLC and you try it, let me know in the comments down below by all accounts. But Neo Rodm cover, you already see the code up above, is the code. That's going to pop the free phone case, and it's a pretty cool looking phone case. I personally am kind of fond of it. And our final code today is Wear to Rasal Cap. This one actually times out once again in November, so you are kind of coming close on this one. It is just a hat that's got the little terrestrialized symbol from Scarlet and Violet up there. And as you see, the code up above is simply Wear to Rasal Cap. Just type it in, claim your code, and that is what we have right now. There is still the mythical Peccaberry that you can get via the internet if you just use the regular internet download. And when more codes do arrive, and I expect more sometime here in the very near future, as kind of Scarlet and Violet's winding down and Legends Z Alpha is starting to really kick off in popularity, and we get closer to the Switch 2 and all that, I do expect more codes and more really interesting stuff. But for now, that is going to be that. Let me know what you thought, as always, in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys again real soon for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.